Here's a question. What's one of the best ways of making your English sound more like a native speaker? Using idioms. And I'm going to share some great ones with you now. Let's go. I'm Deirdre Nicholas from Palm Tree Teaching TV, your personal language coach. It's actually really easy to sound more like a native speaker, but you have to know the little secrets and the little tricks. One of the best tricks is to use a lot of native speaker idioms and phrases. They will take your English speaking up not just one level, but up several levels. Now, idioms, proverbs, expressions and phrases are such an important part of everyday language amongst native speakers. We use them all the time, many times an hour. And yet, many English learners don't really understand the importance of using idioms and what using them can do for their spoken English. Stick with me and you'll sound more like a native speaker every time you watch one of my videos. The only thing you must remember with idioms is that they don't make any sense literally or word for word, so you have to learn them in their chunks. Now I'm going to share with you 7 of the most common and modern idioms used by us here in Britain. So using these will really supercharge your English speaking. Oh, and before I give you these 7 great idioms, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos and lessons. Number 1, go the extra mile. This means to make a special effort and to try really hard to reach your goal. So really it's to make more effort than is expected of you. You'll like this one. If you want to be really good at English, you'll have to go the extra mile and learn idioms. Or, our teacher was the best. She always went the extra mile to make our lessons great. And my next idiom is a cooking idiom, or a cooking phrase really. Number 2, take something with a pinch of salt. In America, people use take something with a grain of salt, but here in the UK we would use pinch. I think mainly because that's what we use in recipe books. In fact, you can always see in British recipe books a pinch of salt. Anyway, to take something with a pinch of salt means to not completely believe something that you're told because it's unlikely to be true. So in a sentence it would be, you have to take everything she says with a pinch of salt because she always exaggerates so much. Or, I've read the article in the newspaper, but I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. Which brings me on to my 3rd idiom. It sounds quite horrible actually, but it isn't. Number 3, by the skin of your teeth. If you do something by the skin of your teeth, you only just manage to do it. You narrowly succeed. This is a strange phrase really, but it's because there's no skin on your teeth that it's a very, very small margin. For example, we managed to get the project done by the skin of our teeth. Or, I passed the exam by the skin of my teeth. I got 51% and the pass mark was 50. Number 4, get your head around it. Now this is a really modern idiom and it's very useful in a lot of situations. So, an example, I find it hard to get my head around rocket science. Or, I can't seem to get my head around this problem. Number 5, and my personal favourite, comfort food. Now you're talking, comfort food. Isn't it wonderful? It's food that makes you feel better, makes you feel cared for when you're sad or worried or when the weather is cold or raining or something like that, which it often is in England. It's delicious things like cakes and chocolate or even crisps or things like hot soup even if it's very, very tasty. For example, eating pizza can make people feel much happier. It's great comfort food. Or some people like chocolate spread sandwiches as a comfort food, me included. Number 6, a no-brainer. This is another useful and modern idiom. A no-brainer is an easy question that takes no thinking to answer. It's something where the decision is very easy or obvious. So in a sentence, it would be, of course you must accept the job. It's a no-brainer. It's a brilliant job. Or, you look fabulous in that dress. You must buy it. It's a no-brainer. Oh, and before I get to my final idiom number 7, if you would like me to coach you on a one-to-one basis to improve your English, then just email me on the email address below. It's deirdre@palmtreeteaching.com. I can give you a really special price. Now for idiom number 7. Number 7, sit on the fence. This is actually very related to the last idiom. In fact, it's almost the opposite. It means to avoid making a decision or to delay making a decision. So, you can't sit on the fence any longer. You have to choose which person to hire for the job. Or, she couldn't decide which candidate to vote for, so she just sat on the fence. Make sure you go and watch all my other videos to improve your English fast and build your English fluency in a fun way. Oh, and enjoy your English, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!